to quickly cut across because the moment belongs right now to the cadre which has come together outside the Congress headquarters for the CLP meet. These are visuals that rarely are attributed to the Congress party. We haven't seen celebratory shots of this nature. The last time around, the Congress had stitched together a win, and that was in Himachal, and we didn't see any of this. What we are witnessing right now is possibly after 5 years of what happened in 2018, maybe Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan to a limit. But I want to cut across Apurva and Nabila with us. Apurva, take us through all right, let's cut across to Nabila first, and then we go to Apurva. Nabila, take us through the kind of celebrations, the kind of anticipation, and give us, was there a difference? As in when Mr. Siddaramaiah's cavalcade pulled in and when Mr. DK Shivakumar's cavalcade pulled in.
Right, there are fans.
Congress party
ki. DK.
Congress party ki.
Mallikarjun Kharge ki. This is fun.
Siddaramaiah sahib ke.
Fun. You have all of them mentioning a different name within the Congress, but when I spoke to a few of them about the Dalits, the Lingayats and the Muslims not being represented as deputies, a lot of the fans here, though, Preeti, say that this is, it's all right, we're all Congressis. We don't mind whoever is the Chief Minister as long as they take the party forward, and at a fitting response to the BJP. What's interesting to note, as much as I'm right here at the CLP office, I'm not going to go closer because that's crazy chaos there, Preeti. DK Shivakumar has just arrived, so has Siddaramaiah. Both of them is just
right. Nabila, stay with me. I'm running short of time. I want to quickly cut across to Apurva as well, my colleague, who's you've got multiple cameras. They're going to get you the ringside view, the vantage position, the front row seats, call it what you may, of what is coming down for the Congress beautifully of what its campaign was. But Apurva, what side of the Congress headquarters are you at? What are you picking up?
Well, we're just now, seeing that there's a lot of action out here at the Congress KPCC's office as well. In just a couple of minutes from now, senior leaders are also expected to go inside. Siddaramaiah has also arrived here. See if I can just ask my cameraman to pan as well. We can see the crowds that have gathered here all across, the barricades as well. People who are all shouting, extremely elated, just to catch glimpses of Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar as well. There are, flags of the Congress that have been set up in front, center to post to pillar as well. And we're also seeing entire buildings that has also been lit up. All of these
understandably, it's a moment for reckoning for the Congress. But Rajdeep, I want to bring you in, as we're going to wind up the show, what's going to happen on the 20th? With, of course, certain leaders like Mr. Parameshwara, Mr. Patil making noises primarily now to get plum positions where the cabinet is concerned. But come the 20th, invitations have gone out to possibly every opposition leader save KCR and Arvind Kejriwal. And I believe there could be invitations going there as well.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
Is this going to be a moment for the Congress to kickstart their 2024 campaign? Is this the stage that the Congress was looking at to try and suggest that they will be the fulcrum of opposition unity?
Pretty interesting question to which there are no easy answers, but certainly the Congress will try to become the fulcrum, the magnet for that opposition unity. But I would, just put a caveat. Remember when H.D. Kumaraswamy became Chief Minister with Congress support exactly 5 years ago this time?
Yes.
You had a slew of Congress leaders. Even Mayawati was there. What happened in the general elections? So the euphoria, enjoy it while you want if you're a Congress person. But remember, May 2024 will be very different to May 2023. I'll be interesting to see whether Mamata Banerjee attends, because the Trinamool Congress has had a slightly...
Invitation has gone out.
Invitation has gone. Will she attend? Interesting. Will Arvind Kejriwal be invited? If the Congress wants... If KCR, will he be invited? Remember, Telangana, 5 months from now, they're fighting each other. So the Congress will have to decide how pragmatic is it willing to be in this effort to stitch together a broader opposition coalition.
Well, do we have Rahul Srivastava? Let's get in a word from Rahul Srivastava as well. Rahul Srivastava, if you're with us, okay, we don't have Rahul Srivastava, but like Rajdeep said, it's up to the Congress how they want to go ahead and stitch together this coalition of sorts. But will the 20th of this month be that moment of reckoning for the Congress in terms of at least trying to project a united opposition attempt once again, once over? All right, other senior leaders pulling in for the Congress Legislature Party meet. Rajdeep, from here on, do you see the CM designate and his deputy actually working cohesively?
I think they will. I think there's an element of pragmatism which you will see in their politics. Karnataka politics has been noted for that. It's a floating population, as I keep saying. MLAs keep switching sides. So you expect them to be pragmatic. I think the challenges have only just begun. What about ministers? You mentioned a few names, MB Patil, Mr. Parmeshwara. They're all senior leaders. When you have 135 MLAs elected, many of them coming to power after 4 years, each of them believes, "Main kab banunga mantri." So now that you've finished Kaun Banega Mukhyamantri, the next thing is Kaun Banega Mantri. All the Malaidar, the ATM ministries, who gets them? So
PWD,
PWD, revenue, power, irrigation. Karnataka has a water resources. These are all important ministries. How do you divide them will be a challenge, because this is a big verdict, and with big verdicts sometimes comes...
Has DK Shivakumar been promised that his loyalists will get a major chunk of these ministries?
I think he's been promised that they will be looked after, but will be accommodated. But please, let's be clear. Both DK and Mr. Siddaramaiah come from southern Karnataka. The Congress did very well in North Karnataka, Hyderabad, Karnataka. You will have to have regional caste representation. When it comes to cabinets, you cannot only focus on individuals. You have to ensure that each group is represented. So that's going to be a big challenge for the Congress, Preeti. I think, in a way, for any government which wins a big majority, people's aspirations are greater, their expectations are greater, and fulfilling that won't be easy. So Congress can enjoy this moment, but if they believe that this is the end of the journey, they're in trouble. This is for the Congress only the start of a revival.
For today, it's their moment. They need to enjoy it. They need to
revel in it. They have every right to enjoy it.
Right. But okay, now moving away from the regional stakeholders, that is Mr. Siddaramaiah and Mr. DK Shivakumar, I'm going to take one quick question with you on the national scale. You've got two other men. We've spoken about Mr. Kharge, but Randeep Singh Surjewala, he was given the charge of, the Congress party in 2020. Now, going ahead, how do you see his role change? Because for him, it's a win.
For Randeep Singh Surjewala, I think it's he had 3 consecutive defeats in Haryana in elections and by-elections.
Goa, he was General Secretary Goa when
and as spokesperson, he had a very difficult time. It's not an easy time being a party spokesperson when your party is constantly on the back foot. For Randeep Surjewala, this is a moment to celebrate, because he feels almost vindicated that he's invested a lot of time on the ground in Karnataka, worked very hard by all accounts. And I think the real credit to Randeep goes that he's been able to bring Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar to work together during the campaign. 190 of the 223 Congress tickets were decided by consensus and decided well in advance. For once, the Congress was ahead of the BJP on critical issues like seat distribution. So Randeep Singh Surjewala too, along with strategists like Sunil Kanogulu, the war room team, they had this ex-IAS officer who was heading their war room. You must have met him. These are all individuals. Abhishek Dutt, a young Delhi corporator, spent several months. Gaurav Ballabh, lots of young people have crafted this victory for the Congress. So this has been a team Congress effort. But my worry for the Congress party is they get excited too far. And remember, any kind of confidence can often turn into hubris. The BJP is realizing it, and hopefully the Congress will...
Mr. Gurdeep, Sappal, Pranav Jha, who managed the campaign of Mr. Kharge.
Mr. Kharge's team, Sappal, Pranav, and someone who broke the story for me last night at 1:45. I don't think I will give his name, but he's the person who rang me up while I was watching Champions League football, and I was celebrating Manchester City defeating Real Madrid, and in between I get a call, and I'm told the deal is done. We broke the story last night at 1:45.
All right, okay.